Good morning, good morning, good morning, our esteemed viewers. You're welcome to the program. This is Bystanders at the Newsstand. I am Christian Atiku. Bystanders at the Newsstand. We have a wonderful topic to discuss and also respond to this morning. Yes, good morning, Mr. Matthew Obalanglege. And also, good morning, Frank Matthew. Yes. Today is the 17th of November 2022, and we're right here to get people responding to the topical issues that we have on the papers this morning. Yes, this is Ogba. As you can see, the bystanders are busy deliberating, responding, tackling themselves on the reports that they have on the paper this morning. Today, we are going to be discussing various reports and topics. With me is the Daily Trust. We are going to be looking at whether we are going to trust the Daily Trust this morning. I also have the Nigerian Tribune. Yes, the Daily Trust and the Nigerian Tribune, a frequent paper we use at the bystands every morning. Let's start with the Nigerian Tribune. Above the masthead, Ohaneze Ndigbo insists on Obi. Ohaneze Ndigbo insists on Obi. Rowdy session as Senate gives CBN nod to redesign Naira. Rowdy session as Senate gives CBN nod to redesign Naira. I anticipated that rowdy session because one of the reasons why this Naira design would be profitable is because most politicians that have billions in their houses will have to bring it out. Wike apologizes to Shomole for supporting Obaseki's re-election. Wike apologizes to Shomole for supporting Obaseki's re-election. Yeah, we're going to be looking at that, also reacting to that report this morning. Tinubu to Khan, my administration will be blind to religious affiliations. Tinubu to Khan, my administration will be blind to religious affiliations. The main headline on the Nigerian Tribune, no going back on no work, no pay for lecturers. That's from the federal government. No going back on no work, no pay for lecturers. The federal government says that the government paid what is due to them. Some presidential candidates planning to privatize federal universities. This is coming from the ASU president. Dialogue key to conflict resolution. Sultan, dialogue key to conflict resolution. Yes, drunk soldier kills general while driving in Lagos barracks. Drunk soldier kills general while driving in Lagos barracks. Lagos Ibadan Expressway. Oyo government engages hunters, vigilante groups, business owners, and ballers on the insecurity in that state. Gunmen kill 9 family members, 2 others in Plateau community. Gunmen kill 9 family members, 2 others in Plateau community. As the UK, United Kingdom, channels $100 million to women-owned businesses in Nigeria. UK channels $100 million to women-owned business in Nigeria. At meeting with Guild of Editors, Atiku says my restructuring agenda starts first day in office. The blueprint is ready. My restructuring agenda starts from first day in office. The blueprint of that restructuring agenda is ready. Promises to form government of national unity. Yes, also moves massive employment into police and armed forces. Promise to form government of national unity to move massive employment into police and armed forces. Let's go to the Daily Trust this morning. Daily Trust, below the masthead and above the headline, we have PB crisis. G5 demands equity in reconciliation moves. G5 demands equity in reconciliation moves. If you're yet, if you don't know who are these guys that they call the G5, we have the PDP governors led by Wike, aggrieved governors over some of the issues in the party. We won't pay ASU for work not done. Federal government insists. We won't pay ASU for work not done. Federal government insists. As Gombe bags for World Bank State Awards on fiscal transparency. Gombe bags for World Bank State Award on fiscal transparency. Can't set agenda for Tinubu, Atiku, others. Can't set agenda for Tinubu, Atiku, others. Yes, at the parley with the candidates. Key things Buhari's successor must do. The president has outlined that. Why I didn't pick Christian running mate, that's Tinubu. Why I didn't pick Christian running mate. Senate backs CBN's Naira redesign policy. Senate backs CBN's Naira redesign policy. As drunken soldier crushes army general to death in Lagos barracks. Let's look at the Khan story. Key things Buhari's successor must do. This is according to the Khan president. On patrol of the Daily Trust this morning, let's look at that. The Christian Association of Nigeria has set agenda for the 18 candidates contesting the February 25, 2023 presidential election. The religious body began an interactive session with all the presidential candidates on Tuesday. The presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was the guest of the association yesterday. Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party, who was scheduled to meet the leadership of the association yesterday, had not done so as of the time of this report. Yes, the specifics. The president of Khan, Archbishop Daniel Oko, said the idea of introduction was to come together to review their understanding of the Nigerian crisis of development and governance and collectively finding a lasting solution. We have consulted with Nigerians of diverse religious, ethnic, and social identities on the problems of the country, and the solutions to them have been articulated in the strategic document we call the Charter for the Future of Nigeria. The Charter for the Future of Nigeria begins with the diagnosis of Nigeria's problems and locates it primarily in an incoherent constitutional and institutional framework that defines governance and social and economic interaction in Nigeria. Yes, let's look at when Tinubu was asked why I picked Shetima. Tinubu told the Christian leaders why he did not pick a Christian running mate. Sorry. Let's get. Okay, let's look at that report. He said he did not pick Shetima based on his faith, as he could be picked if he were a Christian. Why Senator Shetima? Why the same faith ticket? He asked rhetorically. Well, I did not choose Senator Shetima so that we could form a same faith ticket. The ticket was constructed as a same progressive and people-based ideology ticket. I offer a confession. I selected Senator Shetima thinking more about who would best help me govern. Picking a Christian running mate would have been politically easier, but the easy way is rarely the right one. The selection of a running mate is at once a very momentous yet a very intimate decision. Resting such a key decision on religious affiliation as the primary weight did not sit well with me. I am not saying they were not good and adequate potential running mates of the Christian faith. What I am saying is that the times we inhabit do not lend themselves to the good or adequate. We have urgent problems that lend themselves not to a Christian or Muslim solution. We need the best solution, he said. So that is his response when asked why he picked Shetima as running mate. Okay, let's look at other reports here this morning. On the Wike saga, apologizing to Shomole for supporting Obaseki's re-election. Let's look at that on page 3 of the paper this morning. Yes, Governor Yeson Wike of Rivers State on Wednesday apologized to the former national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Adams Oshomole, for supporting the re-election of Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State in September 2020. Wike, according to reporters, tendered the apology to Oshomole at the inauguration of the Rume Piricom flyover in the Obiakpo local government area of the state, which the ex-APC chairman inaugurated. Wike said that he had learned his lesson and the past should remain in the past. I use this opportunity to apologize to you. I came to Edo State to make sure your candidate didn't win the election. I said you wouldn't win, and you didn't win. That assignment has been done, and we know now who is who. Wike told a smiling Oshomole. He said, we are now friends. Let bygones be bygones. I want to sincerely apologize to you. Each time you learn, people will praise you when you do for them. When you say they are wrong, they begin to say all sorts of things. That is Tinubu to, Wike to Oshomole on Obaseki, on supporting Obaseki. Let's look at Ohaneze Ndibo insists on Obi. Ohaneze Ndibo insists on Obi. The umbrella Igbo organization Ohaneze Ndibo on Wednesday said its endorsement of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, for the 2023 election remains sacrosanct. The organization, reacting to a report that it had dragged Governor Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State before deities for taking a contrary position, said the stand of Ohaneze is constant on the endorsement. The body, however, explained in a statement by the National Publicity Secretary, Dr. Chiedozie Alex Ogbonia, that there was no iota of truth that it had approached deities to sanction Governor Soludo over his treatise on Obi. Okay, that's a wrong report. That is not true. That the Ohaneze Ndigbo took Soludo to. Okay. So let's get straight to our reviewers this morning as we get them to react to what we are discussing here this morning. Yeah, put the link. So if you're watching on this morning, so let's get you also react to the reports we have online this morning. Let's get you react as we get our reviewers speak to us on the reports we have on the national dailies this morning. Also, let's look at the no going back on no work, no pay for lecturers. That's coming from the federal government. Says the government paid what is due to them. On page 8 of the Nigerian Tribune, despite protests from the academic staff union universities over pro rata October salary payment, the federal government on Wednesday insisted that the lecturers would not be paid for work not done. The Minister of Education, Adamu Adamu, stated this while briefing correspondents at the end of the Federal Executive Council meeting presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari at the presidential villa. When he told that the lecturers were threatening a one-day action to protest government's action, Adamu said he was not aware. Adamu said the strike has been called off and the government has paid them what is due to them. I think that is the position of the government, that it is not going to pay anyone for work not done, and they only did. I think the number of days that they were paid, when reminded of the work-free day action plan by the lecturers in protest, he said, I'm not aware that they are going on strike. Nobody has told me. So let's wait till the work-free day comes, then I'll find out the details and we'll discuss. You can ask me then, but at the moment, I'm telling you honestly, I do not know that there's a problem. Responding to allegations made by the president of ASU, Professor Emmanuel Sodeke, suggesting that paying the lecturers on pro rata basis was deployed to make them casual workers. The minister remarked that the government has no such plan. Yes, how can anybody make a university lecturer a casual? Do you know the meaning of casual worker? If you know the meaning of the casual worker, it is impossible to make a university lecturer a casual worker. That is between the federal government and also the minister. This morning, yes, who do you have online? Good morning, Lillian Pascal. Good morning, Okoye Florence. Robert Uche, good morning. Udese Chima, good morning. Ajemeka, Agwebo Mafidon, good morning. Juan Arelano, Ajemeka, yes, good morning. I have Nwaba. Good morning, Nwaba.
Good brother.
How are you?
Fine.
How is it going?
Everything good.
Okay. How is the street? How is the street going?
Brother, the street remain Bombo Clark Street. Nothing soft. Everything is short. Everything is fakara. Let me use the language of Oluwawan.
Wow. Okay, let's look at Buhari has said that I'm going to leave Nigeria a safer place.
Which is Nigeria safe? Is a question. Buhari said I will leave Nigeria in a safer place. I asked him question, is Nigeria a safer place? Is Nigeria safe? Kidnapping everywhere. Robbing everywhere. Terrorism everywhere. He said you are going to leave Nigeria safer. How?
I think maybe he has something that he's planning that we don't know about.
Forget about that one. That is the language of a failure. Yes. It's a language of a failure. I thought the wife have come and apologized to Nigeria that the husband the family of Buhari have failed us woefully. They have failed woefully. So the woman have apologized to the nation. Then why is he talking about safer or not safer? So it's an old age language.
Okay, let's look at Wike and Oshomole. Wike apologizes to Oshomole for supporting Obaseki's re-election.
Well, it's based on the same feathers. When you talk of politics, it's a dirty game. Anybody can offend anybody. That's why Soludo is there working his mouth, talking rubbish.
Yeah, you have still not forgiven Soludo.
Soludo is a Bombo Clark governor. It's not it is a disgrace to Anambra inside Anambarians. It's a disgrace to Anambarians. It's a disgrace to the whole southeast. Soludo is a disgrace to us. So they know what they do to themselves, and all these things, whatever they do, they are doing it for themselves. It's not for we masses.
One will surprise that
Wike is begging Osomole. Or not begging Osomole. What does that mean? They are planning another coup of money because whenever they are begging themselves, maybe one want to give it, one want to give a to one. So that's it. I don't see whether he like make it beg or no beg. Does he move anything for Osomole? Osomole have make money. Wike is also in bunch of money. Squashing River State money. Packing it down to south, east, west, north and south. Yes.
And they don't know what you are like.
They don't know what you are facing in the street. Oh, I told you. They don't know what average man is facing in the street. Yes.
Okay, let's look at this report. On rowdy session, our Senate gives CBN nod to redesign the Naira.
I thought is their plan now. The design of Naira is their plan. Their plan now is to move money. Because when you are carrying 50 Naira, it will be noticeable. But when they carry 5,000 Naira, it will be noticeable. So the money laundering will be easy for them.
No, they are redesigning.
They are redesigning it. All they
new design of 200, 500 and 1,000. They're not no 5,000.
They've never tell us the secret inside there. When you look down, you will see the secret. They can't tell you and I because they know that if they tell us, we will tell them. We will tell the world the secret. So they know what they are cooking. Their food they are cooking secretly. They know the reason why they are resigning in Naira. There is a reason why they are resigning, but they won't tell you and I. They know the why. Why is now? Why is now they are resigning in Naira? Why? What is about to go? I beg you. Leave people that are serving them. Now today they begin to dump money in the houses. Is it today? Has it started today? They plan. They plan. They have a hidden agenda. Yes. They have a hidden agenda they have donated Nigeria. So forget about that one. Those
Okay. Atiku says my restructuring agenda starts from first day in office. The blueprint of my restructuring agenda is ready. Atiku.
I told you one thing. Atiku know where he stand. Atiku know that this nation is controlled by Hausas. But this time around, what they think is not what they will see. Yes, because Malam Fulanis, they have cooked, they are planning for PDP, for Atiku. So Atiku is believing that that seat is sure for him. He's not arguing, he's not dragging it with any all those people that are running away. He was thinking that he's playing, they are playing. So he's believing that that office is for him. But we will shock him at the end of the day. Nigeria will shock him.
Nigeria will shock Atiku.
Yes, we will shock him.
Okay. Drunk soldier kills general while driving in Lagos barracks.
Yes, I told you one thing. They will fight against themselves because God will put confusion inside their midst. I thought somebody went to rally and slump and die. Somebody went to rally and bless the opponent, opposition, and bless PDP. Somebody went to the rally and died there. Same soldier killed in Oga. So there is confusion in their midst. We the masses that are suffering, God is about to fight for us. Yes. Maybe they are killing many people. God is there now using God is there now using them to kill themselves. Yes. God is doing wonder. That's why I told them, according to Goodluck Jonathan wife, that is God. Oh. God will remember Nigeria this time. Oh. All we that in the streets suffering, we should calm down. God is about to do a new thing.
And Oduduwa nation.
Now, I want to tell you one thing. Fulani is warming up to be ruling Nigeria again. Yes. Fulani is warming up to be to come and rule Nigeria again. You see what Atiku is saying? That is off. He have already set plan the movement of his regime. You understand? So to show that the Nigerian belongs to Fulani, but this time around Nigerian will shock them. So in terms of Biafran, they know every Igbo man remain a Biafran man. In the east, west, north, and south. It was only few people. Only few. David of Abakaliki. About State, Omai. Hope who's of them. Ekweremadu. Rocha Sokorocha. Ojo Zokalo. Emeka Hedioha. Those who have mapped themselves as a devil incarnate that Nigeria is using. And Soludo officially has joined them. But we will let Soludo know that God will let him know. God will let him know that he's still the main God. Now, he entered Anambra State governor. He began to do his own. He never even do quarter. He never even reach anywhere. He don't begin to castigate Obi. Let him tell. Let us. I want to tell him with this opportunity. There is a land, the gods of a land. Any land you are matching, there is God there. Time is coming. The God of our land will be pursuing them. Yes, they will be running themselves. Nobody will be pursuing them because whatever you sow is what you will reap. So that's it. All those people that I mentioned is the enemy of Igbos. They allowed Nigerian government to be using them to be killing their children. They are killing their brothers and sisters, which is Fulanis, Hausas. So we remain Biafran. I say,
in Nigerian.
okay, you don't call me a Nigerian. I can't be answering a Nigerian and dying in hunger. Sebi, you are the one who borrowed me 1,000 naira last days ago to eat. So what are you saying? I told you I moved from my house every day 4 o'clock. Because of house rent. You are telling me what is joy? So before an Igbo man is crying, Igbo man is seeing something. Before Igbo man is complaining, Igbo man is that leaf that can live anywhere. Even whether dry season or no dry season, Igbo man will be living there. But this time around, Igbo man is complaining.
So how is your landlord?
My landlord is for 4 o'clock now. I use commode this morning. If you come around 5, you will see me outside here moving like a ship without a shepherd. To know when the money will come.
God will make a way.
God will make a way. So
Thank
I
you
believe
very
God.
much, Mwaba, for your contribution this morning. Okay. Yes, I have a member of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Mr. Matthew.
I'm not a member of Kano. Kano has
You're a
ESCO.
pastor now.
Kano has
you are
ESCO. I'm not
automatic
a member of ESCO.
Yeah, I know you're Christian.
By the grace of God, I'm a child of
So
God.
do you have the association? So you're not part of the association?
You may ask your question, but I'm not a Khan official.
Okay, let's look at they met with the presidential candidate of the APC. And you read that report. You read the report. So he gave reasons why he chose Shetima. That he was the best choice. Looking at, not that there wasn't any qualified Christian candidates. So what do you think about that?
I think this issue has been severally deliberated in different public forums. Whether we like it or not, it doesn't matter what Tinubu himself wants to explain. I think his intention is because he wants to win the election by all costs. I think his intention is because he feels that if you pick a Christian from the north, that the Christians are minority in the north, that he might not have the support.
The Christians are minority in the north.
That is his thinking. That is his thinking. I said this issue has been discussed severally. So it doesn't matter whether people try to hide the truth and speak to it the way they want to appease the people. The fact remains that he feels that picking a Christian from the north will be disadvantage to his ambition. And couple the fact that the Muslim stakeholders, political stakeholders in the north, pressure them again to choose a northern Muslim. So I think if you have gone ahead to choose a Christian from the north, I think he was afraid that the political class from the north, who are majorly governors, may not back his ambition. Because it was echoed by the governor of Kano State, who before the former announcement and unveiling of Shetima as his running mate, this said that Tinubu have agreed to pick a Muslim from the north as his running mate. It goes to show that they were the one that gave in the situation, the pressure, and he yielded to it. Bible said that I think I share concern of Christians, particularly Khan. Because if you look at the issues raised by Khan, that are pertinent, that are genuine, that are of great concern, because it presents great danger for this country. Because the president of Khan cited section 10 of the Constitution that says that no state shall promote or have a state religion in the state or in the federation. He equally cited section 38 of the United Nations Constitution that gives freedom of religion to Nigerians. And he went further to collaborate with the fact that it's not just declaring your state perhaps a religious state, that it goes beyond that, that if your policies, your actions show that you are promoting one state over one religion over the other, that you are running foul of that same constitution. He went further to buttress it with the case of Bauchi State versus One Adamu that ruled in that manner. Then again, he cited some instances where he was chronicling that if as northern states, you refuse to give certificate of occupancy to churches, to own property to build their churches, that it is discrimination. And that if as a governor of a state, you use state fund to hire teachers to teach Islamic studies at the expense of other religion in that state, you are equally running foul of the very constitution, the relevant section of the constitution you mentioned, like section 10 and section 38, as the case may be. So what I'm saying is that CAN is on point, and that the excuse Tinubu is giving or gave, he wants to win the election. But that notwithstanding, for me, he despised Christians as a person.
Or in the past.
No, with that decision, I feel he despised Christians. Because you cannot take that away, because I read through his statement that the people who are talking about, who are his friends, who are criticizing him, perhaps approaching for the position, and he turned the offer down. Perhaps that is why, I know he must have been referring to, what's it called, the former Speaker of Rep, Dogara, and Babachilawa, the former Secretary to Federal Government. I know he must have been referring to two of them. But be that is may, I think it was a slap on the face of the Christian in the country. But there are areas he said, the areas where his statement is a statement of facts. Where he said that he doesn't have intention of Islamizing Nigeria. That if he did not Islamize his home, owing to the fact that the wife is a Christian, and that if he should contest election in his own house, meaning Christian versus Muslim, that he's going to lose, owing to the fact that he have more Christians in his home than Muslims. I think that one is a statement of fact, because nobody would doubt or argue that his wife is not a Christian. But generally speaking, Nigeria is a secular state. I think his fears were not genuine fear. That the northern Muslims who have voted for him, they are choosing a Christian running mate from the north. Okay. Be that he may have taken his decision, like Reverend Kuka will always say, it's a decision that must come with some consequence.
Okay, listen.
So I think he will live with the consequence.
Wike apologizes to Oshomole for supporting Obaseki's re-election. No one will ever think that and Oshomole and Wike will become friends or become pals.
For me, Wike is a confused man. Because election, you contest election, you either win or lose. But by the time you start dragging it to the extreme like we are seeing, one begin to ask questions. This doesn't mean you have inordinate ambition. It's not a do or die affair. I quite agree so many things transpired during and after the election, especially the one manner Atiku choose his running mates. And one of the persons that feel that Atiku did not get it right in the one manner he despised Wike. Because in the first place, you have won an election, you reach out to Wike, and Wike already committed to working with you for the success of your ambition, only for you to constitute a committee to help you select a running mate. The committee in its wisdom, out of 17, 14 choose Wike, and he jettisoned their opinion and went ahead to choose Okowa. I'm not saying Okowa is not competent or is not capable of being his running mate, but if he knew that was his ambition at issue, there was no point setting that committee, and that's the genesis of the crisis we are seeing between both of them. But what I'm trying to say in essence is, I think by now, Wike should have made his position known. Because for me, as a leader, whether as a leader or as an individual, you have your right of choice, of decision, of part of life, whether politically or otherwise. So even as it stands, he can decide not to support Atiku. He can decide to go for Obi. He can decide to go for.
Would it not be anti-party?
He can decide to go for what's it called, a Tinubu. It is his choice. But talking as if you're a kid, I don't think it's the way to go.
Like I said, would it not be anti-party?
You may call it anti-party, but you look at the larger constitution, and when the constitution of the party, if you just suppose the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I think that of the Federal Republic of Nigeria take preeminence. Because I quite agree, by constitution of the party, you submit to some tenets, to some rules. But if the constitution gives you, the Federal Constitution of Nigeria gives you the right of association, I don't think your party's constitution have right to limit you to that extent. That is on one hand.
Okay, let's look at Senate back CBN's Naira redesign policy. There was a bit rancor in the house before they had to.
What you call rancor is not rancor per se. It's rancor to the extent that they were looking at whether CBN should extend the deadline that the deadline.
Okay, let's continue. For the CBN.
So, like I said, I was saying, I don't think it's a rank up per se. Because if you look at it unanimously, almost all the senators supported the policy. Where the disagreement was is whether the CBN should extend the deadline.
Yeah.
You know, from the CBN timeline, the commencement will be 15th of December, and by the 31st of January, the old legal tender becomes valueless. So I think someone reviewed that you should you should extend the deadline. And so we are reviewed that CBN, they should invite the CBN governor. Some people also say that CBN governor do not have history of not honoring invitation. So those were the controversies.
Okay.
Not on the basis of whether he should jettison the policy or not. I think unanimously the senators supported the policy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matthew.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, for Mr. Nwaba. Nwaba, come. Mr. Kingsley Smith said, how much is the house rent?
My license is 120.
120, that is per year.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, no, I've confirmed.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, we're not allowed to put our numbers online, but Christian Chuku on Facebook, Mr. Kingsley Smith, I will send his number if you reach out to me on Facebook, Christian Chuku. Yes, Christian Chuku on Facebook. Yes, I have my brother, Ezenwa. Good morning. Yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's a pleasure once more.
Yes, so
Good
let's
morning.
look
Good
at
morning, House.
Yeah, federal
God
government
bless you.
insists no going back on no work, no pay for lecture.
No work for lecturer. Well, I don't know what they've been actually debating on, but for them to have paid the half salary and lecturers went back, I think what they should have done, not to implement this policy at this time, what they need to do is to encourage the lecturers and not making a stand like they are having it hard with them. It's not because they demanded for what they worked for. That's why you want to use another tactics in like clamping them down. That is not good. If you say no work, no pay, well, that's wrong. Pay them off what they've worked for. Let them go back to work and you see if they won't work. So why using these tactics to force them back to the classroom? It's not good. You negotiated that you were going to pay them and you went ahead to pay half. That is not a good idea.
Okay, let's look at Wike apologizes to Shomole for supporting Obaseki's re-election.
Whatever you are seeing here is just the hanky-panky game in politics. Wike apologizing now, there's no meaning to it. Because he has issues now with Obaseki and is now looking for a way to pitch tent. In order to pitch tent, he wants to reconcile with the enemy of Obaseki. That's just the game you see in Africa, the game you see in Nigeria. Everybody playing their mind game. So, to me, if he wants to reconcile with even the devil himself, that's his business. He changed nothing in 2023. Thank you very much.
Okay, yes, let's look at this report. Tinubu to Khan, that is the Christian Association of Nigeria. My administration will be blind to religious affiliations.
See, this is a man, well, I don't want to even say much about this Tinubu to Khan. He's just looking for a way of gathering vote. This is no time because he has never for once visited the religious body long before now or settle any dispute within himself and them. And this is the people, when they killed that girl in Sokoto, what's her name, Deborah, they didn't say anything. And now they are saying they are going to be, yes, they are going to be blind so that they will finish the whole Christians. If the Christians are wise, they will know what to think about that. Because to me, if you cannot say anything then, And you come to me now to tell me you are going to be blind. That means you are going to be blind if they want to kill me. You won't put your eye there and you put your ear. Let's be realistic. This is no time for us to bring sentiment into whatever we are doing. Tinubu knows very well that he is only looking for a way of gathering support from the Christians, which nobody is talking about. Because what me I believe at this point, I don't mind whether you are a Christian, Muslim, Hindu, herbalist, or whatever. What I want is not only the Christians and the Muslims are in this country. People practice traditional belief. Also, where are those people? Are you getting it? So what I'm saying here is somebody who we can trust, somebody who has the competence, somebody who we know he can deliver mentally, physically, emotionally, and everything. These are the people who the flood and everything happened. They couldn't even go there to sympathize with the flood victims. What they did was to send their own people to them just to go and show face there, and they gave money. Is it money? It's not money. When you want to sympathize with somebody, you need to go there. Let the person know you are there to feel the pain he also is feeling. Let the person know you love the person and you cannot do it from afar. So for this reason, whatever he wants to say to Khan, I know Khan have already took their stand before now. So I know Khan is a very trustworthy and religious body that cannot compromise whatever they stand for.
Okay, lastly, what's your take on Soludo, his comments on Peter Obi?
Oh yes, I love the reply Peter gave to him. Mr. Peter Obi, that makes you a very good leader. That makes you a wonderful leader. What you just told Soludo, I thought maybe you'd have come out hot. And when you want to know people who reason in a manner that which every man expects a leader to reason, it's just that way. Very simple reply. He said it that he's my elder brother, he's a professor, and what I expect from him now is for him to continue where I stop. And he shouldn't bring the blame. So, Soludo, whatever he has said, I know he's just saying it because this is a political gimmick. Soludo, I don't expect him to say anything good because he has always been looking for that opportunity. And if he sees his brother that is there, he now feels that tribalism alone can do the job. No. Soludo, you are getting it wrong. What your own statements have been saying is about being tribalistic, and which this man does not want to be. You want him to come and handle Abga so that he will be the president of the Igbos, which he said no. He refused, he declined, and went to Labour Party that will accept the whole nation to unify the country. The country is almost divided. But if the Labour, which we know is cut across every nook and crannies of this nation, will be able to unify this country and bring this man. So why? Why are you now complaining? Why is it this time that you want to complain? I love what you said, but you only said it to make Obi knows his stance and make him know that he's winning. He's not going to lose. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother.
You're welcome,
God
my
bless
brother.
you for your contribution. This morning, who's online this morning? Let's get your contributions. This morning, what we face here every day, some people come to meet me and ask for, they have not eaten this morning, but things are not easy for people around here. I also included. So thank God, God keeps us every day. Yes. Push mom, good morning. I can see you, push mom. God bless you.
Hello.
God bless
Hello.
you. I
Good
can see you, push
morning.
mom. Let's get
Good morning,
your
viewers.
response.
Good morning, viewers.
After.
Good morning, Christian and Christian. I want to start with
Good.
the statement of Buhari, who said he will leave Nigeria more safer place. I don't know why we Nigerians don't understand the handwriting on the wall. Somebody that told you that 1 naira will be equal to $1, and now 1 naira is almost 800 currently. Then the person is still telling us that he will leave Nigeria in a safer place. That means we have to know that it is the negative aspect of it. Why are we being worried over what he's saying? It doesn't mean anything to me. Meanwhile, for the issue of Khan, I said it yesterday in your evening show that Christian, Muslims, I don't give a damn to it. Moreover, when Obasanjo was there, he stopped all Christians from importation, apart from Dangote. It doesn't change anything to me. What I'm after is somebody that is competent, that I can trust, and I know within my spirit that can do the job. Apart from it, I don't want anything from any of them. If they like, let them discuss their matter from now to next 10 years. Christian or Muslim, they are all the same. They're all politicians. That's what I have to contribute in terms of that. And pertaining Wike have the right as a Nigerian to do anything he wants to do. Likewise, I myself have the right to do anything I want to do. But I still stand firm on my own position. I'm not hiding myself. I'm supporting Peter Obi. I was initially supporting Sowore, but now I'm supporting Peter Obi because of the things he has said he will do. And within me, I have believed that he can do it. And anybody within me that is my relation or family or friends that meant well for me will also join me to support the person I'm supporting. I'm not forcing any of them, but if you are supporting someone that you know that will not handle Nigeria or cannot move Nigeria to any better place, indirectly you are against me because you don't want anything good from me. That's my own stake.
Matthew Raphael this morning is here to give us analysis on what we have on the daily newspaper today. Can set agenda for Tinubu, Atiku, others. Tinubu is saying that my administration will be
Not
blind.
based on religion.
Yes.
Yeah, it's obvious that I don't think, if you ask me, let me tell you, to be frank with you, Tinubu is not a religious person. We know him as a politician. He's an astute politician, Tinubu. He's a politician that, can stop at nothing to get what he wants. You understand? He's a very desperate man when you talk about politics. Tinubu has nothing to do with religion. But one thing is that he ignores that part of, Muslim tickets. Muslim tickets has stopped him from, gaining supporters in the north. Let me tell you, northern Nigeria, if you ask me, let me just be fair to both religion, Islam and Christian. Northern Nigeria is 50-50. 50% Christian, 50% Muslim. I don't want to be, I don't want to sound somehow favoristic. Do you understand? It should be 50-50. So Tinubu ignores that Muslim ticket, thereby ignoring the fact that Northern Christians are desperate this time around. They don't want anything Muslim ticket. Because the last regime, let me say this present regime, the last regime was Muslim Christian. This current regime is more or less Muslim ticket because somehow we've seen it that Ochibanjo's position at Asorok is just like a stooge. He's a figurehead. I don't know what I understand. Christians, our voices are not being heard. We are like drowning, persons. We are drowning and the drowning and the drowning. Nobody's trying to bring us off the water. I didn't understand. Ochibanjo is not representing us well. Buhari has pressed Ochibanjo down, so much down. It's not as if any Christian is taking part in this present government. Look at the AGF, is Muslim. Look at the IG, is Muslim. Look at the SGF, is Muslim. Look at the CGN.
I think SGF is Christian.
Meli Kiari, is he a Christian? Okay. Then look at the CGN, a Muslim. Then this newly introduced man. What's that? Is Arewole or something like that? I think he's a Christian. Then look at other positions. Kanuris and Fulanis are 100% Muslims. And they are the one that are in government position this time around. So you look at Osubanjo's position now. Osubanjo is better he's not there. And what I expected Osubanjo was that 2019, after 2019, after 2019, Osubanjo should have come down, should have backed out of this regime, because his voice is not being heard. He's just like a puppet, not like he's just like he is a figurehead. Osubanjo is not. We are not feeling him, so that's why I attack this regime as more or less Muslim regime. The president is Muslim, the vice president is Muslim, and you can even, of course, see what Osubanjo's his comment in this recent time remarks that Muslims are more, they are better. I think you understand. You know about it. They are better than Christians. That Christians are worse than Muslims. I don't know what I understand. Now you see that he's giving Islamization upper hand. He's giving act of terrorism upper hand. I've never seen Christians involve themselves in act of, terrorism. So, Tinubu, I know Tinubu is not a religious person. What the problem he has is what? Greed, voraciousness, ravenousness. He's so greedy that even if you will the whole house, the whole money in Lagos into his account, it doesn't pet up. It does not pet up him. It's not pet up. It's not pet up. Let me tell you, Tinubu is not a religious person. Tinubu is an astute politician who loses at the advantage on his own side. How it will favor him, he doesn't consider another person. Tinubu is not a religious person. Then the agenda that Christians are, maybe as setting for Atiku or whatever, it doesn't matter. Because Christians in the north, as I'm talking to you, no Christian in the northern Nigeria is going to thumbprint for any party whose president is Muslim, his vice is Muslim as well. Okay, like Atiku now, I know that Ifeanyi Okowa is a Muslim. But there's something I want to tell you. Those Christians in the north and the Muslims in the north, they don't want Atiku because Atiku is from Fulani extraction. Why not? Yes, they don't want him. He's from Fulani extraction. If Atiku is allowed this time around, he's going to perfect what Buhari started. These are the fear of northern and southern Kaduna. Of course, you know that Kaduna, there are Muslims there, and there are Hausas. So that time, that side now, the way I'm looking at it, Christians are just wasting their time by setting their agenda to Atiku. I don't know what I understand. They are wasting their time because nobody, no Christian, no Hausa Muslim in Kaduna State, both North and Southern Kaduna, is ready to give their votes to Atiku. Christians going to Atiku to tell him how far Oga is he going to favor us? Are you going to work on security? Blah blah blah. We are going to vote for him. Maybe they are trying to extort him. They are trying to extort money from him because everybody is tired of Fulani agenda. If Fulani get to that place again, it means that those northern Christians and Muslims are morons. Yes, think life first. After you think life first, you think about what? Food. That is an ideology I know on agric, farming. All things na God, followed by food. And if you ask a farmer in the north, it's food. As someone that cultivates the land, na food. We own intention, making the go carry knife or hoe, go they cultivate the land. So if you ask me, those farmers in the north, both Muslims and Christians, are they going to their farmland now? So you suggesting a Benue man in the middle belt that depend teamly on agriculture, do you understand, farming, to vote for Atiku? Oga, both Muslims and Christians in Kogi State, they are not going to vote for Atiku. Just Atiku should go and campaign in Plateau State before we could look that side. Because I know that if Atiku goes to Plateau State, he will use umbrella and what? Okuata, that round cap that his kinsmen always put on to shield his head from what? Debris, missiles, stones. They will stone him. They don't hide their feelings. Okay. Are you listening to me? They stoned him as Tinubu was stoned. Tinubu and Osubanjo in Ogun State, 2019. They will stone him as Tinubu and Osubanjo were stoned at Lagos Island in 2019. Still, yet, they forced this regime on us. Still, yet, they voted Buhari back to office 2019. And you can see
This is the result. Look at everybody's face in Nigeria. Faces. We look so frustrated, so disturbed and hungry. No food, nothing. Every Nigerian you see is not smiling now. The ray from the sun has exposed what is hiding on this face. Look at it. Wrinkles everywhere. Thinking and thinking and thinking. Go and check your high BP every day. Make sure you go to the chemist and buy it so that anytime you wake up early in the morning, you take your high BP tablet so that it's not gonna get you maybe in the market or your business place.
Okay, Wiki apologizes to Oshomole for supporting Obaseki's
Wike
election.
is just playing a nonsense game. He had rift with Obaseki, doesn't mean. Adam Ochomole, Wike is apologizing because they began to have rift of recent time. I mean, Obaseki and Wike. I listen to me. Wike should forgive his brother. You fought for Obaseki to be there. You don't fight all the time. Two wrongs can never make a right. Two hostile persons can never be friends. A friend, one should be cool, the other one will be hot. The only thing Wike should do now is to leave Obaseki alone and allow Adam Ochomole to be. Okay? If Wike like, I would like Wike's son or Wike himself to go and marry Adam Ochomole's daughter. Nigerians will never forget in a haste the role Ochomole played in 2019 election. Are you listening to me? He told us that he's going to rig it, and he has rigged the election. Are you listening to me? Ochomole to me, I'm not trying to spank on him. I know he's my senior, but when a man is bad, if I come to your face, I'm a very blunt person. I will tell you that you are a bad person. Adam Ochomole is not a good man. Wike going to apologize to Ochomole is just like they are trying to wear same feathers. And you know how it is with birds of same feathers. They always flock as they go together. So if Obaseki goes back to Ochomole to apologize, that is for his own people, not for me. It doesn't concern me. And I believe everybody that is listening to me now, that Adam Ochomole is the devil we know. Okay. We don't need to befriend the devil that is so obvious, painted the devil. What we could only do in Nigeria is to avoid the devil. This time around, we are looking toward a new Nigeria. This time around, we are looking towards restructuring Nigeria. This time around, we are looking towards political imbalances to be balanced, which has been the object of or bone of contention on the political terrain of this country.
Okay, Ohaneze Ndigbo insists on Obi. Are you surprised?
Yes, you know, like I told you, Charles Soludo, Chukwuma, Charles Ahudo, who has deviated in the recent time after voting him into that office. I don't know whether he's still up to 100 days in the office. He started pointing accusing finger at his brother. Now your brother was there. His blueprints of whatsoever was what Obiano clinged on, and he followed it up. What he should have done is what? Follow up with Obiano. Obi put it there. Obiano perfected it. You have to do what? Extra perfect the blueprints that Obi put forward. Are you listening to me? If Ngiga, if noises, if Mwakuku Belu na Ngiga na Agbo which is who? The minister of what now? Thank you. Could not spank at Obi, could not talk bad word at Obi. I could remember in the recent time when they asked him about Obi, if you see the way Ngiga answered, you will know that at least Ngiga wants good for Nigeria. Ngiga wants good for the Anambra. Ngiga wants good for Ndibo. I don't know what I understand. Now Obi under same Apuga. Now Obiano under same Apuga, they ruled Anambra State. Now Chukwuma and Hudo Afaudo, we voted you under the same Apuga. What is wrong? Why are you this jealous, man? Why are you jealous of your brother? Who paid you to cast, to spank on Obi, to paint Obi black and cheat color? Bloody color, fatches, Kitaya pentense. Who paid you? Who gave you money to start castigating Obi? Someone paid Chukwuma Nkudo, Soludo. Someone paid him. Let me tell you, I am suspecting APC Marubas or Marudas. I'm suspecting PDP vampires. They must have loaded Chukwuma Nkudo Soludo's account. Go and say wrong thing about Obi. Maybe in the Anambra will listen to you. Maybe in Igbo will listen to you. But you see the reaction across Igbo land. Chukwu Mankwaudo cannot go to his town as I'm talking to you without armored tank.
Armored tank.
Yes, last week or beginning of this week or over the weekend, you know what happened at Oga, his community. Abalugbobo. See, any leg that walks so gently like this, that's your leg, your foot. There is a face, there is eyes, eyeball that watches over you. So whatever you do in this life, don't expect what is bigger or less than that to come back to you. Exactly what you do, they will weigh it. That measure is gonna come back to you. You listen to me.
Yeah.
After saying all this, what is the aftermath of that? The deities in Igbo land has been invoked to go after him in his community. Oga, the deity in Igbo land, I said it yesterday. Those deities, I don't respect deities. I'm a Christian. I don't worship deities. But there's a way you provoke these people. They are traditional people. Those are Hanese. They might be asking Christian Kwegbo, Cletus Sonia. Let me tell you, they are all I don't watch person. They have invoked the deities to follow Charles Nkudo. And I told them, why are you invoking deities? Why not committing this man under, God? God will punish him. They are just answering rubbish. All those names they are answering, they don't live up to it. As I'm talking to you, Obioza, Johanese president, that man from America, he lived in America. Thank you, somebody that grew up in that society. What is he doing? A professor, what is he doing at shrines? Deities. That is the kind of Johanese we have. They invoke deities on Soludo. Do you know the meaning of that? The Oka State House has been discredited. Yes, it's not good. God is a jealous God. Oka State House. What? Presided over by who? Soludo presides over that office because he's the governor. Now you invoke the whole deities in Igbo land. You know, if you go Igbo land and see deities, if you land at that Onitsha, what do you call it, Upper Iweka, you will see them now. They will come with their staff. They will welcome you. You know, see Lagos own. On the way to Lagos, you see them. They do their hand like that. They read meaning. They begin to read meaning about that three statues there. Igbo land the old. Now deities with red cap all over their faces. Traditional chalk called Nzu. Nzu. That is the kind of organizer we have. And who brought this trouble? Who fetched this ants or insect infested wood? Firewood, thank you. It's Soludo. Jealousness is not good. Soludo is supposed to be silent. Anything about Obi, Soludo will be what? Listening, looking at them. If somebody give you money, cast Obi, tell Obi is idiot. Or how much is that? 14 billion, thank you. When the money enters account, if your account alert comes, credit alert, you leave the money now. Nobody will take it to court after bribing. If you reject bribe, let me tell you, it is a welcome idea. If anybody bribe me to spank on my brother or ask me for bribe, I will say bring the money. When you bring the money, tomorrow, if you see me, I will turn to you one. My face will change because I will know that I will take your money. I can't take your money to do evil. You can't buy.
This can come.
Anybody online? Do you have anybody online this morning? Okay, sorry for that break in transmission. The issue has been resolved this morning. Mr. Kingsley Smith, it is UBA. Also, I can get his account number if you reach me on Facebook. I send his account number to you. You can send the money to him. But my account is UBA. God bless you. God bless you. Yeah, who's online this morning? Yeah, Mr. Odile Chima. Yes, let's get you contribute to the program this morning, Mr. Odile Chima.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian. Can you hear me? I believe you can hear me better. Well, I just want to comment directly to the issue
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, you
concerning,
can move on. You can move on. I can hear you. Go on,
yeah,
continue.
concerning Mr. Soludo and Mr. Peter Obi. You know, out of every nonsense, there is a sense. And I believe Nigerian youth, there's something I want them to learn from Mr. Peter Obi. Honestly, Mr. Peter Obi is an epitome of intelligence. He's a role model, honestly. Even if Mr. Peter Obi happen to lose the election tomorrow, I'm so proud of him. And honestly, I must tell you that I have learned a lot from this man since he came into limelight. The last response he gave Soludo concerning what the banter Soludo threw at him. I know when I made a mistake to call him Soludo. You know, in Igbo land, Soludo means follow peace. But now his name is now Solun Sobu. Solun Sobu meaning follow trouble. He is not working according to his name. Well, what I learned from Mr. Peter Obi is this. What I have learned from him have automatically changed my approach about the many issues of life. Of recently, if you watch me, before I used to respond to many people here in this platform, but honestly, when I started following Mr. Peter Obi, I learned a lot from him and his way of life. That changed my mentality about many issues. Not that I don't. When people come here, he taught me that I don't need to respond to any garbage that is being thrown at me. And this is exactly what I want every Nigerian youth out there to learn. Learn the moral aspect of Mr. Peter Obi. It will help you in life. Forget about politics. Learn from him. This man is teaching us something. This man is a role model to many people. And I have learned a lot from him. And if you follow him well, you will learn a lot from him. Forget about politics. Furthermore, concerning Khan, I don't know what the engagement Khan has with Mr. Tinubu, because I know that they have already set the agenda, and the agenda doesn't match, doesn't conform with that of Tinubu. So I don't know the meeting they have with Tinubu, what they are having, what the meeting is all about. Mr. Tinubu should focus on his Muslim and Muslim agenda from the north, from the west, from anywhere there is a Muslim. Let him preach to them. There's nothing that Mr. Tinubu will tell me now as a Christian to cast my vote for him. And I know that every Christian out there in Nigeria, there's no preaching on earth Mr. Tinubu will tell them that will make them to cast their vote on him. Because first of all, by choosing a Muslim ticket, he threw the Christians in the garbage. He doesn't consider the Christians as being human beings. God bless you, Mr. Christian, and do have a lovely day ahead. By next week, I will send money for you people for the bash. I promised before. God bless you, and do have a lovely day ahead. God bless you, Mr. Christian.
Yeah, God bless you, Mr. Otoshima, for that. God bless you for your kind gesture. May God continue to enrich you. And also, Mr. Kingsley Smith, God bless you also. I have Mazi Chigozie this morning. Mazi Chigozie is here to...
Yeah, good morning,
Okay,
Christian.
you don't want
and
So you don't reduce.
Yes,
esteemed viewers.
okay.
Yes, it might interest you to know that we'll be having a get-together on the 3rd of December, right?
Yeah. Already,
It
we've
has been announced.
informed, yes.
Okay.
Some people are responding. God bless as many that would respond to this wonderful event.
Okay, some have responded.
Some people are responding. They are responding.
Okay, that is fantastic.
We have a concept agenda for Tinubu, Atiku, others.
Okay, they set agenda in respect to what? In respect to uh, agenda in respect to what
Yeah,
has can become a, a
no, they're a
political
group that have their
movement.
interest group. They have people that they influence. So they are interest group.
Okay, they have set agenda for Tinubu, Atiku, and others. Well, this is not the first time that is being done, and I don't think that possibly might be the last. Should Nigeria remains. So the issue is that can you hold the government accountable for the damage they have done to even your members, they have done to humanity? This is what I expected them to have done. I expected them to hold the government accountable for the killings across the length and breadth of this country. I expected them to hold the government accountable for the economic mishap and the rascality on the part of the government and incessant borrowing. You can imagine how lawless and cruel this system is, and Khan is still giving them agenda. Is agenda what to put food on the table of a common man? You see, we are in a most trying moment as far as Nigeria is concerned, and for us to be here today is an act of courage. You see, having been cumbered with so many things, but yet we spare our time to come here to in order to speak for humanity, for the voiceless. So what Khan is doing has not in any way provided solution in the past. So I don't think that can chart the way forward. Khan should have told Nigeria that this dispensation has failed and a vote of no confidence should be passed on this regime. And that is the only way forward.
Okay. Okay, let's look at Oshomole and Obaseki. Wiki apologizes to Oshomole for supporting Obaseki's re-election.
What difference does that make? You see, we have people, the politicians who lack character, who are self-centered, who are driven by their own, of course, whatever, their own selfishness. Why should you apologize to Ashemale? For what? You should rather apologize if you think you did the wrong thing. You should apologize to the masses and not Oshomale. Because you feel that your interest is no longer protected. And you have some bickering with the governor for whatever reasons I don't care to know. But the reality is that Wike is just gallivanting and is an expression of the deepest frustration is showing up. Okay. So if you think you lost the election, you cannot just set the house ablaze because you do not have the opportunity to clinch to power. What if you have emerged as a flag bearer of PDP and eventually Atiku and the likes are behaving like this? How will you feel? You see, you are trying to destroy the house because if you don't have it, no other person can have it. That is the height of rascality and madness on the part of Mike, because he have overstretched his law. I also understood his own position in the first place. He hid under the disguise of fighting for this for balance and fairness, but that is very clear that he's no longer in line with that whatever he professed earlier. You see, you cannot be talking of fairness. Is there fairness in APC where you are now supporting? No, to be candid and fair, if you are supporting APC now, is there fairness in APC? Is it, have they delivered on their mandate to the people? So why are you supporting them? Why are you supporting a party that have brought destruction to the entire humanity? A party that have destroyed the fabrics of existence. Now, if you say you are a man of integrity and you are not driven by your selfish gains, is it APC the right party to support?
Is he support ABC?
Of course, by his antecedents, by his body language, is very clear and loud. Even the blind can see the game is playing. He said, "What should you apologize to Shomele for what?" It's so unfortunate that, of course, we have the crops of irresponsible politicians who lack character,
Okay. At the meeting with Guild of Editors,
deceiving themselves.
Atiku says, my structuring agenda starts from first day in office, and my blueprint is ready. Promises to form government of national unity, moves massive employment into police and the armed forces.
Well, we have heard much of that, and nothing have been said different from what have been said or maintained in recent past. He was part of APC in 2015. You know, as I told you, I and Lucky belongs to PDP. Then, before Atiku defected, we were there. So there's nothing different from the manifesto or whatever restructuring agenda by the APC, which he formed. He was part of those who formed that government. So for him to have defected to PDP and be telling us this, these are things you cannot hold on to. You see, that is my own personal opinion about this statement. Nobody can fix Nigeria, including PDP, in fact, APC have succeeded destroying Nigeria. So what is left, gasping for air, can never be resuscitated, can never be revamped by whatever candidates you think you repose any confidence. Not even P2B. That is the reality. What Nigeria needed now, Nigeria is in the state of coma. What it needed now is to be buried. You see, any moment from now, you know, as doctors might say, you just have a 5 minutes of your lifetime to wind up. So we are looking forward to Nigeria winding up as a failed system. So all these promises can never in any way engender prosperity or restore the confidence of people. People have given up hope, have lost their confidence in Nigeria's system or Nigerian project. As an average person, what is the life expectancy of average Nigerians? You see, as I'm standing here, I have several burdens, financial burdens, weighing me down. You see, which ordinary wouldn't have been. You see, how are they trying to cushion the effects of this economic mishap? A bag of rice now is 47. Some say it's 50. You see, 47,000 in Lagos.
In the east and some other places, I think it's 55.
In 50,000 in the east. Now, what is that telling you? You're not talking of how can you cushion the effect of what is who restructure will help? Who restructure help? Can restructure help the killings of those, the revival of those who have lost their life? Can restructure stop the invasion of the Fulani militias who are driven by the ideology of Danfodio, of course, to overrun the entire country? Entire humanity. Humanity has been brought to its lowest ebb in Nigeria. So that restructuring is just a template. You have no right as an individual to say you will restructure. Restructuring is the business of the masses. You see, to decide, of course, their political future and their political dynasty, their political future and their political affiliation. You cannot tell me as an individual as if Nigeria belongs to you I will restructure. And who are you to restructure Nigeria? Nigeria should be a party, different ethnic nationalities should come up with their agenda. You see, that's why I said this system cannot work. When you are saying, I will restructure, rather than saying, I will create an enabling environment that will allow all parties or ethnic nationalities or interest group to build, to come up with a system or a constitution that is people-oriented. You telling us you will restructure, I will restructure, simply saying you are going to impose your own manifestos, your own proposals on the people, not allowing the process of course, of judicial or making of law to take place, where people has more input in the acts of how they should be governed, the way they should be governed, and who should govern them,
Okay, thank you.
and how their common
Very much.
resources, or of course, resources can be controlled. So you can see already that the template presupposes that is a fair system. It's a revalidation of the fair system, and you shouldn't be surprised if you see the system continue this way. Look at people are hungry and haggard, and the government have told you that it's nothing like capital projects, and you have mineral resources in its relative abundance, and yet you are not planning for anything. It's so unfortunate.
Thank you very much, Nasi.
Maybe
Chief Oji, for your
possibly
contribution.
Kunle any moment from now will be leaving for Cote d'Ivoire.
Thank you very much. Wait, let's. Sorry, Mr. Nwaba, Mr. Kingsley Smith sent you 60,000 naira. Confirm. So after this program, I will we'll go together. You understand? Now, Kingsley Smith. You know, a proverb that says, you know, you're always saying proverbs.
Yeah.
Kindness is the language that the deaf can hear and the
Yeah.
blind can see.
Oh, Mr. Kingsley. It's my namesake, oh. My brother. Wherever you are. It's hot. It's hot. 3 boza for you. Boza. God will bless you. And he will supply your own in quantum. Wherever you come from, your pocket can never dry. It's hot, eh? My brother. From now to December, then they use private jet, they do year for year. You're going to supply private jet for the world. Now,
Thank
prayer
you
I
very
have
much.
for you. Thank you very much, my brother. So that I will give this man. No, I go to sleep. Me, when like early morning sleep, I know they sleep am again because of accident.
Thank you.
God bless you, my brother.
Thank you very much, Mwaba. I have Mr. Kule. Mr. Kule, good morning. The Otumba of Flip TV.
Yeah, good morning. And
You cannot give me name. Me, I'm in the middle.
are you the Ugwe of the camera, right? Of the, flip, man. So you are doing a good job. Well, we appreciate.
Okay,
But, no one is perfect.
let's start with Wike and Oshomole.
What's happening to them? I saw the.
Wike apologizes to Oshomole for supporting Obaseki's re-election.
Yeah. I think they don't know the Lagos need to come and say how his governor is betraying everybody all around, So, and it really pains Wike. Wike spent 3 days in Edo State just for Obaseki to be on safe side, because the APC, they really molested him. And if not because of the likes of Wike and Obi, Chief Obi, or what's his name? That's the chairman of PDP in Edo State. But the funniest thing is the governor has turned his back to people that saved him, to the people that saved him when they used the broom to sweep him up and they gave him umbrella, say, okay, come under the umbrella and be saved. But the way it is now, that is to show the kind of leaders we have. When they want their votes, they can go on their nails begging, and when they get to the post, they don't send you again. You see them till next 4 years, right? So that's what is happening. I think Wike challenge likewise. Wike challenge Adam Oshomole that you send soldiers to Rivers State during elections. That's what happened, that you guys sent soldiers. It was a frank talk. I like how those guys challenged themselves yesterday. Instead of beefing, let us settle all the You know, mind you, it was Wike that still invited that Oshiomhole down to Rivers to come and commission. That is how politics is supposed to be. I think Wike is trying to get the narrative of politics. Well, now that politics is not all about enmity. Politics we go, we still become friends. That's why he's inviting all of them, either PDP, either APC, either, you know, bring them hand. This is the what I've done in my own side, so that it will be an what I mean, it's a sign of encouragement for others to follow suit. So kudos to Wike, kudos to him, and he's doing a great job for unifying the politicians together.
Okay, let's look at Tinubu to can my administration will be blind to religious affiliations.
You see,
Looking at the Muslims,
you see, Muslim, Christian. The problem is, are we really godly? We are religious, but are we godly? That's the fundamental question we need to ask ourselves. You see, and religion is a private, you know, thing to yourself. What you believe in yourself, you don't need to come and start selling it outside to people, right? As it is, I look at Nigeria as an unserious faith country, you know, because the faith we are holding on to, are we really practicing it the way it's, you know, it's supposed to be? No. You know, no. That's why I say you see people in churches on Sunday, you see people in mosque on Friday, but still after that, you stepping out of that church, you are another person entirely. But you get to church, you pretend, you know, who you not. Now go to constitution, go to swearing in of this elected, office, politicians we have, all these elected leaders. If you want to swear to oaths, if you're a Christian, they will bring Bible, you know, and you swear to an oath with Bible, word of God. Give them a year or 2 years, they would derail from their promises. So is that what you want to tell me now, that Christian, Muslim, or Muslim Christian, bring another one with Quran? It will do all the cantation on Quran, all this, you know, sermon on Quran, but give them 2 years after, they will derail. So who is fooling who? Who is scamming who? So religious, me, I don't want to go into it. Just pack it. Make them pack and well. Pack it aside, you know. They should pack well with that religion issues. Nobody should fool anybody with religion, because we are not godly. We are just religious. That's just the issue.
Okay, around this session, as Senate gives a CBN note to redesign Naira.
Oppose and support. Is that not what you're saying?
Yeah.
There should
no,
be.
There was a radical session. They had a kind of disagreement before. It was on the extension of the date. January 31st, some said it was too short. Just that to bring in all the...
You see, initially, what I know is, what's it called? This our CBN governor, Emefiele, has been on the black book of the Senate and the rep, you know. So I don't know whether something has gone underground, that they are not coming to reality, that they have to buy key into his policy. Nevertheless, I never believe in that policy too. But when I now see the way things are now, narrative are changing now, because you never believe there are Nigerians that stock millions, billions of naira. I was even told somebody brought a trailer of money, unknown, drop a trailer of money for that money to be changed. You see, it's I don't know. You see, the way we do things in this country is very abnormal, and it's as if everybody is insane. You know, nearly all the leaders are insane. Nearly all, not all, nearly all the leaders are insane in this country. And the solution to what they are doing now that can curb all these things is, let us go back to that constitutional review. You know, let us have a constitutional review, because that constitutional is the key to the success of this country, and is the key to open the door of the progressive in this country. Is the key to open the door of accelerated movements in this country, right? But the way it is now, we have thrown the key aside, and the door is locked, and we are banging on the door. We are entering the door through the windows, through the windows, through the ceiling. We have the key to the solution already, but we've thrown it aside. that key will not need to go back to it and say, okay, let us open this door once and for all and clear all the garbages we have in it. Instead of going through, the windows, go through this, because that constitution will really help us. All these things we are saying now, all this hoarding of money, all this, politicians going away with bogus amounts of money, this will end so that there will be enough money to take care of the citizen.
I hope that reflects on the prices of goods and services.
Yeah, you say that will reflect on the prices of, yes?
I hope it should reflect.
It will, definitely.
It doesn't reflect.
It will, because they will have enough money to repair the refinery. They will have enough money, right? Instead of all this refinery we have, you said, look at it. It's only country that is an oil-producing country that is still exporting. I mean, still importing for 6th largest producer of oil. But now, Angola has displaced us. Is that not a shame? What's the population of Angola? Angola is just like almost 20-30 million people. Comparing, it's just a bit more, higher than Lagos State population. So what are we now saying? They've dislodged us as the 6th largest producer of oil now, and the largest producer of oil in Africa, as it is now. So we are sleeping in slumber. When are we going to wake up? When are we going to wake up? At least when you have a nation has to be proactive and productive. But we have a nation that is sleeping in slumber. We're sleeping in slumber. How long will we start this? Look at the country now. The country is getting empty. Everybody is, jackpot, devil, man. It's going on now. It's rapid now. So, what's going on? We need to get our bearing. Okay. It's not all about politics. This politics cannot take us anywhere for now. Let us sit down and see how we can restructure ourselves, restructure the country itself. Because before we restructure the country, people have to restructure. You and I have to restructure ourselves. Because the way Nigerians, we the citizens said, what we are believing, our mind that stick to change that mind again, it's like somebody that has been used to suffering, and what else do you expect the person to change that person's mind? Say, there can be good things, things can be good to you. You want to bring somebody out from poverty. It will take a long way, because he will still have his mindset of this poverty in him. So there has to be serious orientation, serious one, because we cannot. My brother, election comes, anybody wins, it's still same problem we carry over. We don't have. The structure is there, this constitution. Let us work on it. That's what I can just say this morning. Then about Mr. Tunde, the porridge party is still going on. We have the minister for yam behind me here. Yes. So and we have been searching for the the real yam we need to buy with price on the with price on the yam.
There's one other yam somewhere else.
That one Kano yam. But Odisha yam, now we say we want.
Yeah, Papa, I give you 10,000. Mr. Kechi Okara wants to confirm.
Yeah.
So
let me know.
Kechi Okara.
Yeah. Thank you very much. As you see me, this money you give me, you double 100 years, 100 times. If you are family, no good luck.
So, Mrs. Kechi, I gave Papa the 10,000 naira. I can confirm I gave him. So some people, they might not want people to know, come out. They don't want their names to be mentioned. But since we got Mrs. Kechi Okaro is saying that she wants to, so this Papa.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I have a minister of Yam.
I have so many names. I don't know the Lagos. Minister of Yam. Oh, I'm so happy for someone surprising our Baba, who is always stand with us as a soldier, checking what is happening. When we go wrong, our enemy is coming, Baba will give us signal. Then we know what to do. I want to thank you, my brother, who are watching me. God bless you. Thank you.
Let's look at Wike apologizes to Oshomole for supporting Obaseki's re-election. What is happening?
I don't know. Wike, he just bringing drama every day. He brings Oshomole to come and mess up Oshomole. Anyway, as an Edo man, we know they carry last. I don't know they carry last. Oshomole opened mouth and said, Wike, you done well. And Wike say, my brother, I remember 2019, 2015, where you bring soldier and said, I will chase all PDP out of power. I retain that power. But at the end, as a Wike, I defeated you. So the meaning of that is that mocking, inviting somebody, mocking that person. But anyway, that is their own cup of tea. All I know is that project commission, the APC too should invite a PDP delegate so that let's see what they have, what they have done in these 8 years of APC in government, both Lagos and other tribes. Well, I congratulate Wike, but all I know, Wike should come down, settle with your party. Anti-party is very, very bad. At the end, not now. At the end, because of your children, your family future, so I will not go and damage them because of this character of, I don't know, what would I call it? This politics has gone beyond. Why you not invite your party people to come and commission project? They are calling opposition, anti-party. They are watching you. It's not good for democracy. Anyway,
Okay.
for them, he believes that it's good for democracy, but for me, anti-party is not good. So I will not harm you at the end.
Tinubu to Khan, my administration will be blind to religious affiliations. He met with the Christian Association of Nigeria yesterday. He told them that the reason why he chose Shettima was because he was the best candidate, not that they don't have other candidates in the north that are Christians. But at a point in time, he was the best person he could work with. What do you think?
If Tinubu can play 2019, 2015 Buhari speech like this, if he can play it, I'll be very happy. Don't forget, he can say all these things, but at the end, the followership, did they believe that? Take, for example, in Lagos State. When you go to any ministry in Lagos State, either environment or every justice, anything in Lagos State, once you speak English, you're on the other side. If you don't speak Yoruba, you're on the other side. All you know, show Jabi or Jabi, that's the only thing they will tell you. You hear me? You say an old man just sitting down. If maybe any sporty landlord take you to court, the next thing they will tell you, say, you are going there. If the man asks you, oh Jabi, Mo Jabi, you get me? Are you guilty or not guilty? I'm guilty. But if I'm a Yoruba man, he will ask you, me oh Jabi. I don't understand. They'll say, Lay, this one understand. They know Igbo people can spend money. When they say, oh Jabi, yes, Mo Jabi, or you go and pay your money. What I'm trying to say is that there is no way ethnicity will not play, religion will not play. During Buhari time, Buhari said, I am for everybody. But when Buhari came in, but it's not for everybody, only for the north. Look at the employment. Look at everything. Buhari employs his brothers. That's why you are seeing insecurity. Police, army, SSI, custom, navy, everything, name it, or outside people. That's why we are seeing insecurity. But Tinubu, I pray. When Tinubu was a governor in Lagos State, both Muslims and Christians, we have it fair. But coming to Aso Rock now, the moment they give you good news when they are contesting. Once they get to Aso Rock, I don't know what is Aso Rock, they will change it. I get to be so. I pray you should carry the Christian and the Muslim along. That's my own prayer. But don't forget, you can sing a song, you can make noise, you can praise, you can say anything. The moment you get to Aso Rock, your workers are the one to be doing the damage, not you.
Okay,
That's it.
Thank you very much. Let's look at drunk soldier. You are drunk soldier.
Yes.
General, why driving in Lagos barracks? What do you think?
It's a bad omen. It's a bad omen. Bandits are killing them. They are killing themselves. Are you not imagine inside barrack again? Is barrack an express? You drive. The next thing they said, the man is drunk. Don't be surprised. That man might be from South. Check.
No, the man is
From South.
The general is from South.
From South. And again, that man is one of the financial admin.
Yeah.
You see now, financial admin.
His name is A.O. James.
Are you not imagine?
Director of Finance, Brigadier General A.O. James.
And yes, inside barrack was knocked down. And they said the other man who drove the car drunk. You can see something is happening somewhere, which we are not telling the truth. How can inside barrack you kill a general? Don't remember what happened in the first barrack? That lady. I get it. So, Nigeria Army, President Muhammadu Buhari, please do something. Everybody is dying. People are dying. What is happening? Are we going to remain like this? Even the barrack is not safe. Outside is not safe. Nowhere is safe. Buhari should do something. I get it. It's wrong. They need to do investigation. They need to find out what happened. Is the man drunk? Was it tested that make it to kill and generalize a barrack? Something is wrong somewhere. The government need to do something. Not all this have been happening. Even the lady they killed, that case has been buried. Nobody talk about that case again. Buhari, during Buhari time, people that died for government, they are even more than since 1960 we start this government. Please, Buhari should do something. People are dying. Is it hunger? Is it anything? Kidnapping? Armed robber? Different things. Nigerians are not talking. The youth are quiet. This thing will see under carpet. You will not see the result.
Okay, let's look at. There is drama in the House, Senate House at CBN. They supported CBN on the redesign of the Naira.
I think for me, the design of the Naira is good for me. I like it. I know many Nigerians will not like it. Those as after I don't get money for banco. I don't get money for household. If they like, say, let them seize all the money. If I get money for bank or I get money for I'll be very happy. I will smile to bank. Let me tell you, I am waiting for a big man of Nigeria that will come say, please, I have 10 billion. I want to take it to the bank. Help me. I get me. I've been waiting for that one. They said Nigeria put money for house. Okay? I don't put money for house. I get me. But it's a good thing. Let's change money. I want to ask you, changing money, can it bring good economy to Nigeria?
Will it make yam cheap?
Will you make yam where they chop? Yam where they, at least, yam now. I told you, everything don't hire you. Okay, not be joke. Thank God. Thank God. Good come. We went there to go apply here. You see, yam different for yam. You have Bodicha yam, you have Abuja yam, you have Benue yam, you have Bodicha yam, you have Osun yam, you have Ogun yam, you have Edo yam.
Which one is the best yam?
Well, I'm not going to tell you lie. I'm not going to tell you lie. The best yam Onitsha yam.
Followed by
Benue and Abuja. Okay, I never said Abakaleke yam. Now the yam na dossier. So what I'm saying, Nigeria, we are dying under hunger. Rice you don't take again. A bag of rice there 45,050. You never buy tomatoes and oil. You never. If I tell you how many days in a month, I never chop chicken. Turkey turkey's an oil now. Turkey can't chop turkey before by this time Christmas. Okay, do you feel the matter of Christmas? No, we are not feeling it. I don't know Buhari. What can you tell me what Buhari used? Just tie Nigeria like this. Before October, we'll be feeling mad. We'll be hearing Christmas song. Are we? I don't know the Christians. What are they thinking? Are they not thinking this is Christmas birthday to Jesus Christ? Christians are not doing anything. All I know, politics, inviting Buhari, inviting them, Osibanjo, inviting them, Tinubu. Is that the question? Are we? That's not our business. Our business now. Birthday of Jesus Christ is coming. How would the Christians enjoy themselves? I get it. If it's Muslim now, you see ram everywhere. They started putting ram. You see them. Now Christians, what is going to happen to Christians? About what is happening to Pentecostal church? Huh? What is happening to them now? They are doing politics. Christmas is coming. We are not hearing the marrow. We are not seeing rice outside, tomatoes outside. What is the problem? Are we? Is the world ending? I don't know. So, please, Nigeria, wake up. I know money is very difficult now. Mapping money to go to bank, you never use money to buy. Why not share this money? Let's use it to help ourselves. Maybe to bank, they want to keep Buhari so that Buhari, if Buhari is going March, he will say, I leave 10 trillion for treasure. Why people are dying for hunger? Is that the right thing? That's why Soludo is accusing Obi. Yes, you save money. How many schools have you been able to build a hospital? Saving money is not the best. Has people chop? That's why I see Soludo is attacking. That's their own problem. All I know, Buhari release the money, but we take do Christmas and chop. If you don't chop, you die. If you don't chop, can you vote? You can vote. We need money. I know you are trying to sabotage these politicians who have money to give poor people to eat. Don't forget, every 4 years, some people, that is where they collect cap and clothes and eat. So I am not saying the day of election, I said it. I will wait, see where the ocean is going. Anywhere ocean will go, if Naobi they go, I put my hand. Anywhere they go, I put my hand. So I got to say the truth here. Please, Nigeria, let's wake up. This Jesus Christ birthday is coming. Let's talk Buhari, release money. Is Buhari anti-Christian? Because nothing is happening, we are not hearing anything. I'm telling you, come, quote me right home, we are not happy. This is the worst year that since I was born, November like this, I'm not feeling Christmas marrow. I am not feeling Christmas tree. And then tomorrow, our government only refer to, I don't imagine, come on, Ghana here. Ghana, where they breastfeed. Ghana is telling their citizens, please don't go to Abuja. Just like the way US telling their citizens, don't go to Abuja. Ghanaian, just our backyard there, to tell you how Nigeria is decay under APC. Is telling their citizens, don't go to Abuja, they are going to attack you. Ghana here, Ghana, where they carry nylon bag, they give food. And you know, imagine. That is how Buhari APC. It's a shame. Buhari will still go to Plateau, standing there with Tinubu and begin say, vote for APC. People should not ask questions. What have you done to compare? Tinubu say, I am going to continue legacy of Buhari. Which legacy? Legacy of poverty. Legacy of low school. Legacy of our students sitting at home for 8 months. Legacy of no road. They say they built road. Ekoma Road, Auchi Road, that federal road, you can pass it. Ogun State, where our Baba stay, Obasanjo, you cannot pass it. So many roads like that. Eastern West, Bayelsa Road, you can pass it. Tefashola, all this trillion you borrow, where did you put the money? What is happening? And the youth are quiet. We are shouting, election, election. I pray 2023, God take us to a good man that will lead us to Eldorado. Thank you very much. No, our party now, I know we the reviewer here under Flip TV, on behalf of under Flip TV, my name is Lucky, I don't know the Lagos, Minister of Yam in Nigeria. I am saying we want to hold a party. We are inviting the whole world, Donald Trump, Obama. I don't invite Buhari don't be this. I'm inviting those powerful men. Please, if you come to Nigeria, join us. Please join us that day on the what? Third. On the 3rd. Invite even Tinubu, invite Atiku, invite Obi. Let them come and celebrate with us. In the name of Jesus.
Their supporters.
Thank you very much. I don't know the Lagos.
Yes. I have Oluwa 1. Okay, Oluwa 1, please. There's no more time. We spend 1 hour 30 minutes. Some of 1 hour 40, 1 hour 15 minutes. Just say hi.
Hi, my viewers. I was a long time. You can see my people giving you language that will happen. So keep on watching us. And we are going to overthrow. And we already overthrew the document of the government because they failed woefully. So we are going home.
What is happening to Oshomole? Oshomole and Wike?
Oshomole, those people, they are trying to beg, but the time is off. You can't beg now. When the deal has been done. The head is off. What can you beg for? So they are already lost. They are lost.
They are lost.
They are lost. They have no road to be found anymore. So now we are the found. So who occupy?
Okay, they are lost. They are lost, but we are found.
We are found. And they are lost forevermore.
Okay. Thank you very much, Oluwa, for your contribution this morning. With that, we have come to the end of the program this morning. Bystanders and newsstand. Thank you very much for your participation. Thank you very much, Mr. Kingsley Smith. May God bless you. As many that have supported the viewers, God bless you. More blessing, more blessing. Yes, also supporting those that have supported the viewers on their get together. God bless you also. With that, I'll say we have come to the end of the program. Bystanders at the newsstand. I'm Christian Chiku. Till tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program. Bye for now.